Hello, Mrs. Denise Shick. It's a pleasure to be with you. Tell us a bit about yourself and your life achievement so far.
I am the founder and director of Help for Families Ministry that was founded on my family's and my personal experience with a father that identified as being transgender. So I come alongside pastoral care, pastoral counseling individuals that struggle with their identity or wanting to detransition, and come alongside of the families that have a lot of psychological and emotional brokenness that they try to work through.
Has this work been increasing along the years, and what is it like to do this kind of work in, leading up to 2020?
It has increased. I've been doing this kind of work for 17 years now, and to see in the last 4 or 5 years at the rise of acceptance, which I think has brought in some of the rise in numbers of individuals, what's going on with our schools and culture in the Western world. And so with that comes more broken-hearted families and individuals that are just really confused and looking for their true identity in who they are and what they are as male and female.
If you had an opportunity to meet with President Donald Trump and to raise any concerns and issues, what would you say to?
I would like to say to take a look at what the damage that this ideology is causing families, the family unit, the individual, the cost. When we as a culture are accepting and embracing this and encouraging this with our young people, with our young children, we should be concerned as a nation at those consequences when those children are now going to be adults, when so many individuals are on antidepressants and anxiety medications, psychological care, and so on. We should be aiming towards wellness, not something that is going to keep them in the hands where they're constantly going to need counseling, they're constantly going to be needing drugs.
A friend of mine recently said, who's also had a detransitioning experience, and he said we shouldn't be changing the body, but we should be changing the mind. How can you relate to that in terms of your work as well?
Yes, I think one of the simplest ways to mirror that is, what do we tell somebody that's anorexia? That if there's a woman that weighs, honestly, 75 pounds, but in the mirror she sees herself as 180, do we not try to not only counsel and to come alongside and help and to teach, that really what the mind is saying is where it's not correct. And so to come alongside of people that look at themselves and believe that there's something opposite than what biologically is the truth, is not helpful.
Thank you so much. And for maybe just a final message for people who perhaps have actually gone through an operation and are going through a phase of regret, what is your message to them?
That if they are in a place to detransition or start to look at their life and say that this was a mistake, for them to realize that there are many others out there. They may not hear this on their own media or through the news, that they're not alone and that they can do this. Brilliant.
And how can people find you?
They can find us through our website, which is helpforfamilies.com with the number 4.
Thank you so much, Denise. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.